Today I represent here financial company Leo, and I will describe a little Ukrainian fintech ecosystem and describe which problems we faced during the war and which solutions we have for today. So Ukraine is a small tech hub in Eastern Europe, and IT sector and fintech sector are really important for Ukrainian economy. Ukraine tries to become a cashless economy, and I think that we have a good experience in it, because for today 89% of transactions in Ukraine are made online, and near the 40% of these transactions are made via NFC solutions. And Ukraine takes leader positions among European countries in NFC payment solutions. It's more than in Netherlands. In Netherlands, it's near 30%. According to our leading banks in Ukraine, the most popular solution of neobanks in Ukraine is Monobank, where you can open a bank account remotely, and a courier can make a delivery of your bank cards where you want. So the leading money transfer system, I want to say that this year during the war, according to the statistic of National Bank of Ukraine, the Leo became the third payment system according to the amount of transactions. First and second places took the NovaPay and Ukroposhta. It's private and state postal services. According to the bank cards which are popular in Ukraine, MasterCard is a leader on Ukrainian market. So in European countries it's vice versa, where Visa takes the first place. Also we have Ukrainian payment system Proster, which have less than 1% payments on the market. So we have, as I said, we have a lot of payments made via NFC payment solutions. We have near the 19 million issued cards, from which 46 million cards are active, and the population of Ukraine is 41 million. So now I would like to say about the wartime and changes which we have for today. I would like to say that National Bank of Ukraine didn't make any strict rules for our companies and users. We have some limits for today. For example, user abroad can make payment for approximately 2,000 euros per month, and companies at the moment can't make payments abroad. We have only critical import which companies can, for which companies can pay outside of Ukraine. For today, neobanks as Revolut, PaySend, Wise, they are opening accounts for Ukrainian residents, but we need to have European permission and a Ukrainian passport. At the moment, we have a lot of foundations who accept payments and donations all over the world to help to Ukrainian army, and also we a lot of foundations accept payments in crypto. We have a lot of solutions which our government made during the COVID-19, and I will tell about it on the next slide. I'm saying about Diia. This application which was developed by our government, and it's really useful for today because we can have all our documents in digital version. We can open a bank account remotely using this application, and during the war, all the help from the government, all our people could receive via this application. So, this solution is very important for today, more than during the COVID-19. Also, in Ukraine, we have a very popular service nowadays. It's when users can withdraw cash on the desks. It was also installed before the war, but the limits were so small. It was approximately $15 per operation. And when war was started, National Bank of Ukraine increased these limits for $160. And first days of the war, when people were on their petrol station, they had possibility just to withdraw their cash while they were paying for the petrol, because bank terminal didn't work, and so it was a good solution for these times, because in Ukraine a lot of people needed really cash because bankomats didn't work. About our payment system, we also have terminal networks all over Ukraine. It's near 45,000 terminals in different cities. But at the moment we have a big problem with the acceptance payment via this solution, because in Ukraine, because of bombing, we have a real problem with electricity, and without electricity the terminals can't work. We have a problem also with collection cash from these terminals, and during the war, the turnover via this payment solution fell for 56%. But in August it was returned to our position before the war, and in August we made even record turnover. It was for 11% more than previous before the war. But at the moment it's not in good conditions because we don't have electricity in Ukraine. Also we have the same problem with our employees who are in offices in Ukraine, because we don't have a good access to the internet and electricity, and nowadays we are using for the internet Starlinks, which we installed in our offices. Also we have generators in each office in Ukraine, because we have offices in Kyiv and in Lviv. So it's a good solution really for our companies, and I think that for all Ukrainian business for today. Also, National Bank of Ukraine allowed us as a financial institution to relocate our servers, which were also always in Ukraine, because it was a strict rule of our national bank that all financial institution has to keep their servers inside of the country. But for today we can move them outside of Ukraine. We are using Amazon cloud service, and all financial institutions, mostly they are using cloud services for it. I would like to say a little about our company and what we make during the war for people and our country. We gave armed vehicle, bank's vehicle for evacuation of people from Kyiv region, and 3 of these cars were under the bombing, but all people are alive, and we have such situation with our cars, but it's not a problem. That the most important that our people are alive. And some employees of our company and our bank are also mobilized, and they are today on the front, and we are trying to help them with ammunition and to do our best just for the glory. So thank you very much for your attention. If you have some questions, you can ask.
So thanks for everything you're doing and the services you're providing. My question is, what is your next step? So what plans do you have as a company, and how do you plan to implement them? We understand that the war is ongoing, so this is something that will not be possible to be mitigated in the next 2 months, 3 months. So what's next for you?
The most important thing that just to support our service in Ukraine, because we are critical infrastructure for our country and we have to work uninterruptible. As we moved part of our office to Poland in Warsaw, we are trying to launch the terminal networks because there are a lot of Ukrainian people in Poland. And they just want to replenish their bank cards to pay for the fines. And we, at the moment, we are launching these terminals in Poland. And then maybe we will try to make it in other countries in Europe. But firstly, yes, to support Ukraine and to go to the glory together.